From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Burrow changing things up here. From the 29, Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 24-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Jackson. That is incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That's pulled in at the 32. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st down, here's Mitchell. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. But once again, it's Mitchell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
At the 13-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Jackson now off the bootleg. This will be caught just inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens 10, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
11. Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Burrow on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Ten nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 10, Bengals nothing.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
11 MC. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
Catching a first down from Andrews in Baltimore, and all NFL fans are used to seeing those all game, every game from him. 2022, a touch below what he did the year before as the best receiving tight end in the league, but still Pro Bowl worthy with over 800 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Another run to Mitchell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That second down play nets a -4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third down at 6. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough fourth down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Bengals 0. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
On second down, here's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 MT.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
3rd and goal, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now Jackson on first down. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell.
And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
There's Sam Hubbard got time in there to bring him to the ground. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Mitchell.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Jackson now. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mitchell now off the option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them.